Hi everyone. So our project is Heartmate, and Heartmate is basically a remote health monitoring system. In our project, we focus on heart rate because that's the most convenient thing to access at the moment. The idea of the project is because there are a lot of patients out there who need to be constantly monitored and check up with the doctor. So we kind of want to make it convenient for them, not interfere with their day-to-day lives. So let's say we need a patient to constantly monitor his heart rate to make sure that, okay, maybe if he reaches a certain heart rate, this is a danger, a warning sign that he's going to have a heart attack. So in order to actually create a project like this, we need a heart rate sensor. So we got the heart rate sensor. It's called a Polar OH1. As you can see here, it just attaches to your wristband and just constantly monitors your heart rate. It's very convenient. It's very easy to wear, and you can just wear it, hide it under your clothes or whatever. And then it just constantly sends the data over to our mobile application. So our mobile application here, as you can see here, so our mobile application just reads the data from the sensor via Bluetooth, and then it keeps displaying the heart rate data on the screen, and it kind of categorizes it based on its danger. So let's say you're healthy, it's going to be green. Maybe your heart rate's not looking so well, it's going to be yellow. And let's say you're in danger, it's going to be red, and it's actually going to notify you. It's going to tell you, hey, you're not looking very healthy. Do you want to contact emergency? And if that happens, it will contact an emergency contact based on whatever you inputted. So let's say you want to input 911, or you want to input your own emergency contact. That will work. There's also an exercise mode, because you know how when you're exercising, your heart rate is naturally going to be really high. So we didn't want to make you contact emergency, let's say when you're taking a run or something. So that's the mobile application part. That's the sensor part. What's left is, okay, what does the doctor gain out of this? So over here we have a web application that I'm going to open up right now. And this is the web application where a doctor can basically just select the patient that he wants to monitor, select the date of the heart rate, and a graph of his heart rate is going to be displayed for him. So that's like the gist of it. So the idea is, let's say the doctor wants to check up on the patient. He doesn't need to schedule an appointment. He doesn't need to tell the patient, okay, well, watch your heart rate 3 times a week to make sure that you're looking healthy. So he can just open up the website, get that data, and he can perform his own personal analysis. For future expansion of this project, we can perform even more analysis, such as comparing it with the normal heart rate. And another benefit of this website is that also the patient can access it. So let's say the patient wants to see what he's been looking like throughout the past week. He can just access the website through his own interface and select the date, and he'll get the same graph display, but just for his data. So that's our implementation. For mobile app, we obviously used Android Studio. For our cloud platform, we used DigitalOcean, and for our web app, we used Node.js. So our system architecture, just to go back to what I was saying, we have our heart rate sensor. It sends data via Bluetooth to our mobile device, and from our mobile device, we send the data over via HTTP to DigitalOcean, which is our cloud platform. On our cloud platform, we have our databases, and through these databases, we read the data on our website in order to display our graphs. So as I was saying, our domain is the remote health monitoring system. It's not exactly specific to just heart rate. We can remotely monitor anything that has its own remote monitor sensor. There's also blood oxygen level, there are cholesterol levels, maybe there are even blood sugar levels. And the point is just to make checkups for the patient convenient, and the point of our project is also to make it convenient to both the patient and the doctor. So we can use it in remote doctor checkups. So instead of setting up a physical appointment, we can just, through online, we can just look at the data, and the doctor can then propose whatever he wants to propose. We can also use it as doesn't have to be something specific to a doctor. We can use it like as an exercise assistant, because let's say your vitals are looking in a specific way, so there are specific exercises that you should do, and that's another use for our application. And yeah, that's all.
Okay.